Hello YouTube. Good Gear Gaming here. A general first impression review from me, about Star Wars Battlefront Multiplayer. Although the official launch day was still going at the time I was writing this, I can already say it was a very good one, to be honest. One of the best game launches in general, in the last 5 years. Speaking for myself, of course. At midnight, I logged in to found out there were no problems at all with the login and/or the servers in general. The game runs smooth, and the awesome graphics, as well as the epic sound, such as the Star Wars music and effects, really did give me that Star Wars feeling. The sound of the blasters, lasers, are quite spot on. So are the sounds of the roaring airplanes. I love it. I really love the close quarter air combat, but the game mode is relatively short. Like 9 minutes short. Just when you start to warm up in your X-Wing, the game ends. I would love to see a bigger flying map in the near future, with a bigger goal as game mode. And this, without having to drain my wallet for it, in the form of an expensive DLC. Wink, wink. An air raid mode 32 versus 32, 8 squads of 4 players, battle for the Death Star, attack, defend. Does this sound like too much fantasy? Also, some different type of airplanes, with specific loadouts. This way, you get that air team play feeling, and you might be able to plan some real air combat strategy as well. To be honest, the game mode Fighter Squadron feels if it's there, because it was a must-have, due to the Star Wars theme, but has no lead play in the game, except for this one multiplayer game mode. This is too bad, because what we have on flying in the game, it's taken care of pretty good, and the end product, the whole flying aspect in the game, is pretty solid. It would be a waste not to think of anything bigger scaled on this flying feature. Note, I only got the feeling the handling of the T-47 Speeder is a bit off. Speaking about strategy, all maps are straightforward head-on, in the way like shoot anything that moves. Not too much tactics to discuss here, and that goes especially for the smaller maps. What I am trying to say is, you miss out the feeling you are actual playing in a team. At this moment, it feels like if you are playing the multiplayer game, all by yourself with just NPCs. Map freedom. Yes, I do refer to Battlefield. What I mean with the map freedom, example, what we have on Battlefield, map Siege of Shanghai. The only map freedom I kinda experience is on indoor, excellent artwork. Several smaller maps, obstruct vehicle freedom, and you're at street, is soon to be found and demolished, in standard routes and/or choke points. Like I tried to explain before. It's moving forward head-on, and spray and pray those lasers. I cannot even shoot an Ewok up his bottom for the lols. Because these hairy creatures, running scared into their treehouse. What scary Ewoks? Weren't these Ewoks supposed to be hairy, fearless, fighting tree creatures? Note, should there one day be classes in the game, make an Ewok one of them. At least on the customization option. Thank you in advance. Maybe this feeling is due to my Battlefield past, where we need some weapon skills to be the better one in a 1 versus 1 shootout, where we have classes, and you need teamwork for faster, better result. And maybe this feeling is there because of the expectations I had. I mean, after all, I have been waiting for a game where there are names involved, like EA, DICE and Battlefront. Slap me silly and call me Sally, but to be honest, that expectation is still there. Personally, it feels more like a great multiplayer adventure shooter, but doing it solo, no tactics, easy to learn and not hard to master. Unlocks and level cap, not hard to achieve as well. Whereas the challenge that drives me to play this game, day in and out, to achieve that wanted progress in game. It's too bad, weapons don't have a real identity of their own, like in the form of a real loadout. Now they are just typical weapons, with some typical standard stats, and that's it. Spray and pray those lasers, and move left or right while spraying. Your weapon loadout is simple, just switch to another weapon. Funny thing, one weapon, can't remember the name of it now, even had bullet drop. What the fuck, I am shooting a laser. LOL. I miss out the fact, you don't need to master your weapon, to be good at it. Then again, I maybe should rest my Battlefield past, for now, but I can't help it, that it rushes through my mind, when playing, and reviewing this great game. Customization, let me be clear on this, very shortly. My point of view, on this subject. It adds nothing special to the game. And I continue this by saying, they could have left it out. It would save time and money. Or, have us look like Jar Jar Binks, Sapo, Ewok, Wookiee, so at least you have customization variety to look at in the game. Or, polish it up like the appearance customization as in Call of Duty, Advanced Warfare. It's tricky to mention it like this, but after all these things I said about Star Wars Battlefront, including mentioning the room for improvement, what could be done, from my point of view, I do believe this game has the potential danger of becoming a Titanfall game. Oops, there, I said it. Meaning, it's a really good game to play, very good overall graphics and audio, nice gameplay, really easy to learn, but it could be boring quickly, after a short few weeks. Trolls and haters of this opinion could say I am spoiled. But the spoil factor, in my opinion, has nothing to do here. After all that I have mentioned above, I cannot believe the Season Pass makes up for it, or does it? Because I did not bought the Season Pass yet. But my guts say the DLC could make up for some lack of content variety, but not for the game potential it can have in the longer run. I played from launch 0 o'clock till 11 AM and I can say, I really enjoyed Star Wars Battlefront. It's a game with a lot of potential. It's just in EA's corner, how they want to continue this epic story, and in my honest opinion, the formula, for the longer stretch, will not work with just bringing out expensive DLCs or creating microtransactions, after all. Important. The first cheaters have been spotted in the form of wall hacking. I know there is some device, gadget, moment, in a certain game mode, where you actually have this ability, for a few seconds, but these people, were the real deal. So let's hope they polish up their anti-cheat programs. Disclaimer, I do not know, or pretend to know, everything about the game. It's my opinion about the game so far. Lots of criticism has been written up front, some justified, some less justified, so here some critics, and compliments after launch. Greetings from Good Gear Gaming. Please share your thoughts and ideas with me.